Hi, I'm Eva Murphy from Electronic Engineering at IT Sligo, and this is my Leaving Cert Maths Grinds channel. I'll regularly add new videos for both higher and ordinary level maths, so make sure you subscribe below and click the bell icon to be notified of new videos.
Okay, if x minus 3 is a factor of 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus kx minus 6, find the other two factors. Okay, so two ways of solving it. We could equate coefficients, or we could use long division of algebra. Okay, so I'm going to try to equating the coefficients because I in many cases it ends up being easier. So I have one factor, x minus 3. Now, equating the coefficients does require you to know that if you divide in one factor into a cubic, maybe I just do it roughly here. If I divide that in, then at the top here, I am going to get a quadratic. Okay, or I would have if I had that a cubic. Okay, so I suppose it does require you to know that when you divide an x into an x cubed, you're going to get an x squared. So you're going to get a quadratic up here, and then in that quadratic are the other two factors. Okay, and if anybody wants me to do any of those type questions where we solve cubic equations, and then just let me know. Okay, so why am I telling you that? Well, I know that that particular factor, if I multiply it by a quadratic, I'm going to end up getting 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus kx minus 6. Okay. Now looking at that, I've just introduced a whole new band of letters into it, and that might seem scary at first. Okay, so let's work it out. Let's see where it brings us. Okay, so to work this out, it's x by everything in the second bracket, and then I'll go back for the minus 3 by everything in the second bracket. So ax cubed will be the first one. X by plus bx will give me plus bx squared. X by the c will give me cx. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to put the x squared terms at the end as well, just so that I'll be able to equate the coefficients easier, okay? So that's why I'm kind of pausing in between them just to see that I do that right. So bx squared plus cx. Okay, then I'm going back for the minus 3 by ax squared, the minus 3 for bx, and the minus 3 for c. So minus 3 ax squared minus 3 bx minus 3c. Okay, and that's still equal to 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus kx minus 6. Okay, so let's say start equating the coefficients. So there's my cubed terms with my cubed terms. Let's switch color. I have an x squared term here and an x squared term here, so they must be equal to that orange one. We switch to green. I have an x term here and an x term here, so that must be kx. Okay, and then I have this one being equal to this one. Now, let's solve that. Okay, so I have ax cubed being equal to 3x cubed. Okay, I'm just going to write it out a little bit longer than I normally would. Okay, I hope the colors are making sense, but I'm just trying to show you where I'm getting all the pieces. So plus cx minus 3bx is equal to kx. And then minus 3c is equal to minus 6. So make sure you take all the signs, okay? So this one is easy enough. I cancel the x cubed, so that's a straightforward a is equal to 3. Okay, so super. Bx squared then, I still don't know bx squared, but I do know my a. I should have just cancelled all the x squareds off that, so that I get b minus 9 being equal to minus 2. Bring over the minus 9, I have minus 2 plus 9, b is equal to 7. Okay, super. And then I could come over here, couldn't I? Because there's an easy c here. So 3c is equal to 6, c is equal to 2. Okay, I tend to always do the last one as well, even though you can see in this one that I don't really need to, because I know all my letters. Okay, but let's just make sure that we're right. Well, we don't know k, I suppose. C is 2 minus 3 times 7 is k. 2 minus 21 is k. Minus 19 is k. Okay, not that it didn't ask me what k was, but anyway. Okay, so I now know that my quadratic, which contains my other two factors, is ax squared plus bx plus c. It is 3x squared plus 7x plus 2. Okay, my ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, now I haven't left myself enough room here, so I'm just going to clean out this part. Okay, so it says find the other two factors. So 3x squared plus 7x plus 2 is equal to 0. Again, I'm going to do the a by the c as my guide number, which is plus c. So plus 6 plus 1, minus 6 minus 1. 3 and 2 are the factors of 6, minus 3 and minus 2 are the factors of 6. So I want the line that adds up to give me the plus 7, which is the top line. Okay, so 3x squared plus 6x plus 1x plus 2 equals 0. Okay, I've just rewritten the plus 7 as plus 6x plus 1x. And then we do grouping. So the 3 and the x are common there, take that outside. The 1 is common there. So there I get 3x plus 1 by x plus 2 being equal to 0. Okay, and they asked for the factors. So these are the factors. Okay, so that's your answer. Now, if you can't do what I just did there, and you needed to use the minus b formula, okay, you would have had a being equal to 3, b is equal to 7, c being equal to 2, okay? And you'd have minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, by the time you are doing your Leaving Cert, you will be as fast with this. So minus 7 plus or minus, so into my calculator, I'm doing 49 minus 3s are 12, 2s are 24, 5 over 6. So split that, and you would have minus 5, minus 7, plus 5 over 6. And you'd have minus 5. Okay, so what the minus b formula, and this is why I want to do this one, what the minus b formula gives you is the solutions. Okay, so it would be as if I solved this. Minus 1, x is equal to minus a third. Okay, that's actually really hard to see. Let me do it in black. 3x would be equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus a third, and x would be equal to minus 2 there. Okay, so the minus b formula gives you the solutions. Okay, but you can work backwards to get the factors. Okay, know that when I went from here to here, I brought the plus 1 over the equals to sign and it became minus 1. So in the same way, x is equal to a third, bring it back over that minus sign so that you get x minus a third as a factor. Bring that minus 2 back over and you'll get x plus 2. Okay, we tend not to write them like that, so multiply across by 3, and that's where you'll get the 3x minus 1. So it is possible to do the minus b formula if you hate factorization, to do minus b formula and work backwards to get the factors, okay? But in this particular case, because you were asked for factors, if you can factorize, it is a better way of doing it. Okay.
If you've enjoyed this video, then why not join us in IT Sligo and use maths in practice? In conjunction with industry, we've designed an exciting new program in electronics and self-driving technologies, which uses cutting-edge techniques such as artificial intelligence, computer vision, and virtual and augmented reality. You'll need a H5 in maths to qualify. Check out the link below.